as women, oftentimes we can be terrified to live out who we really and truly are. There's so many things in society, things in our upbringing, things that we even watch or see that give us subliminal messages about who the perfect woman is. And we think we can't live up, but it's a load of baloney. Anything that encourages you or makes you feel like you can't be the full expression of who you are is not worth paying attention to. So today, we're going to talk about how to express yourself. Tune in. Hey there, modern women. Welcome back. So glad to have you. Today, we're going to be talking about how to live out the full expression of who you are as a woman. So hopefully you find a tip in this video that's useful for you wherever you are on the journey. Now, I know many of us already know who we are. Some of us are still in the process of self-discovery. And if your life has been anything like mine, you may also be in a process of rediscovery. I know that especially throughout my 20s and my early 30s, I'm in my mid 30s now, there were so many new discoveries about how I was. I would come to a place where I was like, yeah, this is me. And then I would learn and discover a new thing about myself, and it's been glorious. Wonderful, complicated, and glorious. And so today I want to talk about 3 expression blockers. 3 things that I've identified that can cause you to not fully express who you are as a woman. The 3 expression blockers are others' opinions, insecurities, and comparison. And I have a few stories to share about each of those that'll really help drive this point home. The first story is about me in high school. Junior year of high school was hell. There was a small group of people who bullied me incessantly without ceasing almost the entire year. It was a terrible, terrible experience. I got so sick that just from the anxiety of it, that I got a stomach ulcer as a junior in high school. Now I'm a type A personality, so I take sometimes other people's opinions too seriously because I use it as a measure for how I'm doing. I know how I'm doing internally, but what other people think also carries weight and validity. It matters what other people think because I want what I do to add value to other people's lives. So, talk through it with my parents. My parents are great, but people can't make you think the right way for you. You have to kind of grow into that yourself. And I hit a point where I said, I don't really care what they say. I want the life I'm living. And truth be told, I really don't want what they have to offer. I don't want to fit in with them, even if they are cool people, great people doing great things in their own way. They're not being nice, kind, honoring, and respectful to me. So fitting in with them, making them happy, doing whatever it would have taken for them to like me, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth my time. And I determined that I liked where I was going. I liked where my life was heading. So I wasn't willing to trade that for their good opinion for anything. And after that, I was golden. I wish it hadn't taken so long, but it was a good growing and building up experience for me because it really caused me to own my own journey. It caused me to own who I really wanted to be and to stick to that and not compromise it. And I am better for it. So, number 2, with insecurities, I have an amazing friend who is deep into the health, wellness, and fitness journey. I have not been, but because of this wonderful friend, I am on that journey. And we were talking one day about this endeavor that they're doing regarding health and fitness and building up your whole person. And they were talking about how they didn't feel qualified. They're insecure about their qualifications to do a part of the business idea that they had. And I knew that it was going to work because my own transformation that I'm going through is a result of their effort. My friend determined I'm just going to do it. I'm going to find a way to do it in a way that I'm comfortable with. And just because I don't have these qualifications doesn't mean I still don't have something to share. And now they are building their business model, and it's going to be amazing. They're going to be sharing their journey, encouraging other people on the journey, and using their platform to get other people moving in the right direction. And they can even give resources to other professionals that folks may need. They're not trying to be the answer. They're encouraging people to discover the right answers for them and stay on that journey. And so because they chose to conquer their insecurities and find a way to make it work, they're going to be transforming lives. My life has already changed, so I'm so excited to see how it turns out. And my third one is comparison. This is the one. Now, I have not outgrown the other's opinions situation. I still go through that a lot with not having the right conversation at the right time because I'm afraid of what someone's going to say. With comparison, I have compared myself to other singers and other songwriters for a long time. And I would think, I don't have the bestest voice. My voice can't compare to theirs. Why even try? Now, one time I was in college, or maybe had just graduated college. I think I was still in college. I went to a conference and they were talking about how your song of expression with God is for you and the Lord, and how it works, or can work for you to just use your voice to sing songs to the Lord for your time of worship, for you to grow in God and grow deeper in Him. And I was like, wait, okay. Yeah, my song doesn't have to be for anyone else but for the Lord and me. So if I don't sing nobody else into freedom and sing nobody else happy but Him and me, it's worth it. And so there was one time in life where I was super, super discouraged. I was just really going through. And I just decided I'm going to sing how I feel. That's all I could do. And so I'm going to share a bit of the song with you so that you can hear where I was. I was definitely in my feelings. Bear this in mind. I cannot hold a shadow, and I cannot touch a whisper. I see the dream beyond the veil, just beyond my reach. Are they real, or simply an illusion? Are they to come true, or are they vapors in the wind? Yes, I know, it was broody. I felt like I was just grasping at straws, and I was working so hard and trying to do things so right, and none of it was working out. I was so frustrated. But when I sang it, I was like, now I know myself. Now I know where I am and how I feel. I felt so much better, but I also knew I couldn't leave it there. I couldn't leave it there because one day, because that wasn't truth. That's what it was. And so I was like, I have to give the Lord an opportunity to tell me what is actually true so that I can have the right frame of mind whenever I had those feelings. Again, I needed to let God tell me what to think. And it's not that the truth isn't in the word, but I needed Him to speak it for me. So I'm going to sing a snippet of the next one. Even though these may sing long, I promise they are snippets. I'm not singing the whole thing. So, here we go. Peace, beloved, rest to your weary soul. Peace, beloved, rest to your weary soul. Lay it down. Give me your heavy load. I see your strength failing as you strive and strain. Hear me call your name. Come and rest with me, my child. Oh, I'll make you lie down beside streams of living water, green pastures still, waters deep. I'll speak. Are you listening? Alright, so, not perfect, but you get the point. The Lord was like, hey, you're stressing out because you're not relying on me. You're trying to do too much on your own, but I got you. Come to me and let me show you the way, and then you won't feel like you're spinning your wheels. I wasn't spinning my wheels. I just didn't have the right perspective. So all of those examples put into perspective how the expression blockers hold you back, but they also show you the benefits of letting go and being you. And the first benefit is you are empowered yourself. You were built up. You are able to become who you are and enjoy who you are in the process of growing. And when you're free to express, you're free to make mistakes. You're free to learn, and that means you're free to build yourself up. If we keep holding ourselves back, being afraid of this, afraid of that, we're doing a disservice to ourselves. We're hindering our own growth that we want to see. Number 2, when you empower yourself, you empower others. In that last story, I had friends who I actually got to share the song with in a little retreat that we were doing, and they were blessed, and I realized, man, I did that for me, but it speaks to other people with where they are. My friend who's on the fitness journey and going to be starting an endeavor that's going to bless other people through that journey, if they hadn't said, oh, man, even though I'm not qualified, sure, I'll help you out with your fitness, even though I think they are qualified, I would not be on the health journey that I'm on. They're an inspiration and an encouragement for me to get healthy in ways that are very important for my life, you know? So you empower others, and your own, number 3, you transform others. Your own transformation is a gateway to transformation to other people, because you know the way, and you can help other people who don't know the way find it. So the reality is the world needs you and all your glory. Even in your growth process, you have something to offer. Not one part of your journey is wasted. So I want you to express yourself. Do this dance if you're feeling it. I just like to dance. Anyway, it's so key for you to express yourself, your own mood, your own mode, your own way. And of course, we're not talking about just living any old kind of way because you feel like it. There are boundaries, good way and a right way. But sometimes even those lines are blurred, and what might be right for one friend is not right for you. I have friends who have different allergic reactions to food, so there are things that they can't eat that I can, things that would harm them that won't harm me. I have certain food sensitivities. I know that's a random example, but it kind of drives home the point. There's not just one perfect one-size-fits-all diet, but there are principles to follow. So the principles of a good life, we're not talking about shirking those, but the things about you that are unique and different, we need that in the world. We want to see it. It makes the world better, and your story, your expression of who you are is going to change someone's life if you're not afraid to live your own story, okay? So thanks for joining us today. So glad to have you. Post in the comments and let me know if there are any other expression blockers that you've experienced, and any benefits to living your best self, living who you are, that you'd like to share with the community. We would love to hear it. Don't forget to like this video if it's been beneficial to you. Subscribe to the channel so we can keep building this community. You can also check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget to check out www.themodernwoman.cc for additional content and videos and resources and fun things that we're coming out with to really empower women to live their best lives now. Remember to love you, own you, and live you. See you in the next video.